Too many clothes.
Hey everybody,
Hi.
welcome to NarutoFanFB.
John, read, Andy, go.
Today's chapter is 649. We're doing a speed reading of NarutoFanFB because honestly, we feel like there wasn't too much going on in the chapter. There's a bunch of rallying, so if you don't want to see that...
So this is our interpretive dance version.
We have other things we want to get to, but we want to get through all the content first, so let's go.
All
Ready,
right.
Set, go.
Page 1, the Kages finally show up. That's cool. Gara's like, hey,
Yo,
I'm a Kage.
machines.
They're all Kages and they're saying stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
Second page.
Hokages. They're Kages. That's what they do. Their job is to blah blah.
Yeah.
Color
Title page. Alright, disperse.
So basically, all the ninjas are gonna go out and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna rally behind Naruto." That's cool. Like
They're putting on their angry, determined faces.
yeah, but
and
they're
everyone's
using ninja
getting
tools, which isn't gonna do anything because we've
swords
seen
and-
Madara fuck up everyone with ninja tools already. So they obviously have no chance against Obito. Naruto and Sasuke do their power moves, and
Sasuke's got his bow back.
Yeah. Sasuke got his low back. Apparently, like he switches between swords and bows. Make up your damn mind.
Okay, press F2.
Yeah.
L2. I don't know.
F2 works.
Obito does a little black veil of death.
Veal?
Veil of death. I always say
Baby
that.
cow meat
It's,
of death.
it's deer meat.
Veal?
Veal is,
Veal
oh,
is
that's
baby
Venice.
cow. Venison is, yeah. Page again.
I have my meats wrong. This is one thing I want to talk about.
Meat air.
Why does he say it's okay? Like that-
Obito.
that-
Talking about Obito.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes no sense.
His face doesn't look like an okay
Yeah,
face.
he looks like he's saying like, "I'm gonna rip out your hearts." Not, it's okay. Anyway,
whatever.
Naruto makes a determined face. I don't want my friends to die. Sakura is doing nothing to help Shikamaru, but she's trying to pretend like she is. She has no idea what she's doing. Cool. You know, it's like, you're wrong, Sakura. Naruto's doing it subconsciously because Sakura originally thinks he's doing it on purpose. Originally, the first translation I read was like he's doing it unconsciously, which I thought was kind of funny, but subconsciously makes a lot more
he's
sense.
asleep right now.
He's
He's
asleep.
just riding that fox.
Don't even have to try.
Dreamland.
Shikamaru's like, oh my god, I'm not gonna die, I'm not gonna die. Sorry, Dad, I'm not gonna come yet because Naruto's saving me, because Naruto saves everyone. The show should just be called Naruto. Oh wait.
Oh,
it
wait.
is.
So it's funny that that's coming from Shikamaru. We'll
yeah.
talk about that later.
So,
We'll talk about that later.
Shikamaru was all like, oh yeah, you know what, I'm gonna be Naruto's advisor someday. And apparently like everyone can feel like what's going on, which I think is absolute bullshit right now. Like you're in the middle of battle, stop fucking having emotional...
Stop feeling.
Yeah, share time.
Stop
Like,
being friends.
Second Hokage smiling. Sai shows up for once. I didn't even know he was part of the show anymore. Kiba's like, I'm going to be Hokage one day. Which, just stop. You're not LeBron James. You're never going to be LeBron James. Just, like, go home.
Stop trying to make fetch happen.
Yeah, exactly. Akamaru even laughed at you, bro. Let's be real.
Yeah, Kamaru says your streets ahead.
So, Tsunade shows up and
I'm
pats...
Streets
Tsunade
behind.
pats Sakura on the head. And she's like, well done. No, she didn't do anything. She didn't save him. Naruto did. So let's
That's
be
not
real.
manner.
Yeah, like, again, I'm sorry, but Sakura really didn't do anything. And every single time Kishimoto tries to make her do something, she just looks like a fool. And you can yell at me if you want to, but I don't
He
care.
doesn't write her very well.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And it's his fault. It's not Sakura's fault. It's okay. It's not your fault. Now everyone's
He's got something
rallying
going.
behind Naruto.
And
Anyway, the
finally we get a shot of Kakashi.
the only worthwhile thing in this whole chapter is Kakashi stitching himself and saying, "Oh, I'm ready to go back to the battlefield," which will be interesting because I wonder if Obito is gonna actually say like interact with him again.
Like,
Why
what
he
did I
says, I
miss,
guess
guys?"
I'm ready too.
Yeah,
Like
doesn't make-
somehow he can sense that everyone's getting
like
rallied up.
behind him, which again doesn't make sense. I think that Kishimoto's trying too hard to like connect everyone. I feel like we're gonna get a lot of like dislikes because
Whatever.
Whatever. Also Kakashi's
You
got
know
needle
what?
and thread with him because he's prepared.
Yeah.
Like
We're on through-
a real Boy Scout.
We're in for speed, not accuracy.
So next, this whole chapter is everyone just rallying behind Naruto and doing
Rally,
their
rally.
yeah.
Getting excited.
And
Be aggressive.
let's chase
Be
down
aggressive.
our homes,
Passive,
and hopes and
aggressive.
dreams, and we're off. Like,
Yeah. So we get the first to kick it off. First to Naruto leading the way. All right, cool.
So they're all going to charge the tree, and it's going to suck out your chakra, and they're all going to die again.
yeah.
Because what's going to
Next
happen?
issue, Sasuke and Naruto finally get Obito to.
Make ice cream.
That's what I was gonna go with. It
Yeah.
makes the most sense. Like,
Cry.
we were talking about those baby.
Get
cows.
over Rin, because it's been way too long. She never liked you, bro. Get over it.
All right, so that was our fast little run through of the chapter. There really, really wasn't too much going on, and I think that most of you guys will agree with us.
And if you don't,
Whatever.
then that's okay.
You know
It's okay.
what?
You can have your opinion. It's America, as long as the government doesn't exist anymore.
Or if
Welcome
you,
to anarchy.
Welcome to the new America.
Welcome
I
to
know
New
there's-
America.
there's
America.
There's
We
one
dropped
of
the
you
A.
guys that's from Australia that watches us. 'Cause
America?
You guys went to Page Panel. That was awesome of you.
Thank you guys,
Cool.
Page Panel.
Uh,
Articles are going up.
You wanted to
Yeah, what'd you like about this week's chapter?
Kakashi.
Yeah, he's been gone for a long time.
Yeah, I like. Where's Yamato?
Still in the tree, bro. He's not
What if
coming
he's
out.
like the heart of the tree?
He's not coming out.
Yeah.
What if he's the heart of the Ten Tails tree?
He's
Like,
just,
they
he's
go
just
in-
in there?
Like, like they do like
They
a.
chop it down and they find him?
No, I want them to do like a ghost
Like he's
in the shell
inside
thing.
the Titan.
Yeah, kind of. Don't spoil anything. Like they go inside the mind of the tree, like through the mind transfer technique, and they're like, "Yamato, what are you doing here?" He's like, "I don't know, man. I don't know."
Oh, how are they going in the mind of a tree?
It's a god tree.
It's got
Doesn't
tree.
need to make sense.
Whatever.
Fair enough. It's got fruit.
Yeah.
Andy, what'd you like about this chapter?
I liked that Shikamaru has like totally just accepted the fact that he's gonna be like Shinzu for the rest of his life, and like he's gonna be the administrative assistant to the Hokage, and that's his dream. That's like his goal in life is to be like, you know what, Naruto, you're gonna need someone to help you out. I'm gonna be your Dick Cheney and screw everything up.
Oh.
And shoot somebody in the face.
So actually, I think that's really funny.
Yeah.
But
So
my
what do you
favorite part of this chapter was basically Shikamaru not dying, because for the last couple weeks, I've been thinking about him pretty hard. Like, even before the chapter where, oh my god, he's dying, which pissed me off all sorts of ways from some
I
of
knew
it.
he was gonna die.
But,
There was no
Yeah.
fear.
no, alright. I was worried.
You were.
Yeah,
I
'cause
wasn't
he's one
too
of my
worried. I felt
favorites.
like if
So-
he was gonna die, they would have made him die in the chapter. Like it would have been like obvious that he was
Immediate.
dead. Yeah, it wouldn't have been like a dragged out throughout
Yeah.
3 chapters or so.
Fair enough. As far as characters important to Naruto and his development go,
Mhm.
it's basically Kakashi and then Shikamaru. I mean,
When Jiraiya dies,
they could be right there.
Yeah,
Jiraiya has helped Naruto out immensely. Most of it's off camera.
Yeah.
We see some of it. As far as getting Naruto's skill up, Kakashi has been there the
Yeah.
entire time. As far as keeping Naruto afloat as a person, it's been Shikamaru.
every
Like,
single time
definitely.
Naruto's like at his lowest, like Shikamaru's there. Like
Yeah.
It's gonna be
when
super-
Jiraiya dies, it's Shikamaru who sits down with them on the bench and like goes through that whole like, you know what, you're gonna go through some tough patches in your life, but you gotta go through. That's
Yeah, he comes
What's
to
about-
find them and says, listen, we've been kids. We've been taking. It's time to give back. Like,
Yeah.
I know this sucks. I just did it, bro. But we got to move on. We got some important shit to do. And somehow gets through to Naruto where even Iruka can't. And snaps Naruto out of his funk enough to go Sage Mode training.
Yeah.
Like, he goes and does arguably
the hardest.
one of his
Yeah,
hardest, most
yeah.
important.
Probably is. Everything else has kind of been
Progressions.
like given to him after the
Mhm.
Sage Mode.
Well, it was Sage Mode that got him the QB chakra in the first place. And, kind of the will to learn Sage Mode and what he's been doing with it that got Kurama to kind of acknowledge him and be like, you know what? Maybe you have been doing this all along.
Yeah.
Yeah, in
The
a lot
fact-
of
the fact
ways,
you beat me, you've been beating everyone else.
in a lot of ways, people like to say that like Sasuke is like the person like closest to Naruto, but like I think Shikamaru is probably like closer because like Sasuke is more of a plot point, where like an unattainable a goal,
Right.
where Shikamaru is like a comrade.
Yeah, as a concept, Sasuke keeps pushing Naruto forward.
Forward, yeah.
Making him yearn for more. As a person, Shikamaru's been there to pick him up whenever
Things
Yeah.
get tough.
his
One
way
thing
gets
that
real bad. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
read.
when Sasuke runs off part 1, Shikamaru's there to lead the team.
Yeah.
Fucking
And they just kind of like
balls
he was
ahead.
even like they weren't like friends when they were kids, but like him and
He's
Choji were
always,
like
like-
at least there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they like didn't hate
No,
him.
but if you like,
He
if you
always
see
knows
some
what he's
of
gotta
the-
do.
If
Yeah.
you see some of the
whether
like,
he wants to do it or not.
if you see some of the filler things,
Mhm.
it's actually Naruto, Shikamaru, and I think
Oh, Kiba, because they were all
that
the
always
class
got,
idiots.
Yeah, they were the class clowns, and they always used to get in trouble. So I think that Naruto and Shikamaru actually have a deeper relationship than it's actually shown on screen.
in the manga.
Yeah, or in the manga. It's actually a better way to say it. But
Yeah, no, the
They-
little bit with Shikamaru talking to his dad, he's saying, yes, the whole village hates Naruto or hated, but there's something about him that just makes me want to follow him.
yeah,
Mhm.
And realizing that, he's much smarter than Naruto will ever be, and saying, you know what, it's not smarts that's going to win this fight, that's going to
It's-
hold office.
it's a leader. Yeah,
It's this leader. And if I can contribute my smarts to that,
Mhm.
that avalanche, guess what we can do?
Yeah.
Fucking anything.
And I think that this will be the redeeming point for Shikamaru in like this war or this battle, because
Where he keeps
last
trying
time
to do things and...
he couldn't, like, he was like, oh, I can't think of anything, I can't think of anything, I can't think of anything. Now he's gonna be like, you know what, try this, and then I think that'll
The past couple of weeks you've been kind of relating Shikamaru to the ninja forces just in general, and it's true, like he's kind of been their spokesman both as a mouthpiece, you know, saying, okay, we're gonna do this, and everyone does this, and just in terms of will, you know, he starts to falter, they start to falter.
Yeah, now he's back and they're back. So.
And they're back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a nice kind of foil for the army, you know, for the common man.
Yeah.
The not super powered mega giant.
The one thing that I read, someone posted on NarutoFanFB, that I agreed with was, this chapter has been very, like, dependent and like revolving around Naruto being like the Hokage. Like everyone's talking like it's already like set, like Naruto's gonna be Hokage in the future. And one thing that the kid, I'm sorry I didn't look up your handle, that he mentioned was Sasuke like 4 or 5 chapters ago was like, yo, I'm gonna be Hokage. And like no one's even like thinking about that. Like Kiba's still in his like fantasy delusions of being Kage, but
I think this time Kiba even said, instead of I'm gonna become Hokage, he was like, maybe I'll become right hand man.
Okay.
Keep me to it, bro.
Yeah.
Try hard.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't think that we should count out Sasuke. I honestly think that Naruto will probably eventually get it. The show's kind of been revolving around Naruto becoming Hokage and being like acknowledged. But I don't think people should forget Sasuke, because he's got his own ideologies and his own ideals that he wants to like establish, and
you know, I wouldn't be bummed if Naruto didn't become Hokage.
yeah, I wouldn't either, because I think this whole show's been around like him just being acknowledged, and I think that's one that has happened with the pain fight. But I think if like he didn't become Hokage, but everyone like just acknowledges him, I think that would be okay.
It's gone for being acknowledged, definitely, and then, you know, kind of during and after that pain fight, it's been thinking about what Jiraiya's told him about peace, and trying to think how, you know, we can really do something aside from just fighting, how we can kind of unite the world, and he's really been doing that. You know, to stick him in his 12-year-old dream of, you know, I'm gonna be the president of the United States.
To like,
what if you can do more than that? What if you can somehow
create peace, but you don't have to be Hokage?
You can be president of the United Forces, like
if he can inspire the world instead of just one country.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And one of the biggest things with his whole Kage dream, Danzo had a very valid point. There's been a trickle down of like the Kages and the ideals of the Kages. It's been like from one teacher to the next student to the next. So it's been like the same basic
ideals.
Yeah, ideals over and over again. And there hasn't really been much of a change.
Other than the second. I mean, he was kind of the breakaway.
But
he's much more Danzo than anyone else.
If Sasuke did become Hokage or whatever, I think that Sasuke would be a different like
kind of
approach or a leader type of leader for the village. I don't know if it's necessarily the right one or if that's actually going to happen. But if Kishimoto did want to move away from like that, like one to the next, to the next, to the next, then Sasuke probably. And I understand Sasuke was trained by Kakashi, but
if he wants to switch up the parties a little bit, get some different ideology in there.
I'd really
Choji for president.
I was gonna say, like, I'd really like to see like a one-off where like Kiba becomes Hokage,
and then the last panel he just wakes up and goes, "No!"
Naruto and
Sasuke
just like kill each other.
He's just like
the only one left.
This sucks. This is a lot of paperwork. I'm not ready for this.
What else?
I'm so bad at public speaking.
Yeah. So, is that all we had?
Yeah, I think that's about it.
Again, page panel screen. Check it out. Log in. Each week we're going to be posting on the forums the chapter like review or chapter like talk about discussion. That's the word I was looking for.
A bunch of other things too.
Yeah, we've got articles in the pipeline.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys have articles or insights or something cool.
If you guys want to like,
if you got anything,
get
share it
hurt by us, if you want to share stuff, this is the perfect place to do it.
Yeah, because we're on there all the time, more than Facebook.
I am at least there.
I have an article going up about what my dream spaceship crew would be. And also, I have a review of Brandon Sanders's new book, Steelheart.
I'm sorry, I'm getting married and starting a new job. And also writing articles.
This guy.
He has a future or whatever. I mean, like,
A
fucking,
what?
I'm
A what?
unemployed.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Like with jetpacks?
Jetpacks are awesome.
So,
Alright, guys.
we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, peace out.
Here on NarutoFanFB.
Oh,
That was supposed to be the Dragon Ball Z, like,
I thought you stopped
guitar
it.
riff. No, this is still going.